This is Red Eye Radio on Westwood One. Check out all the latest in news, events, trucking information, and podcasts at Red Eye Radio's website at redeyeradioshow.com. That's redeyeradioshow.com.
When your truck on a Catskill.
All right, we're going to do bench presses and curls for upper body today. Sound good?
I'm just so tired after driving the truck all week. I feel like I don't have enough time.
Have you downloaded the Weigh My Truck app from Catskill? It can save you tons of time when checking your weight.
Speaking of weight, can you spot me?
Your time is money, and nobody knows it better than Catskill. That's why we offer the Weigh My Truck app absolutely free. Now you can complete your entire weigh without ever leaving your truck. You can see your weights on your mobile device, and scale tickets are automatically emailed to you. Best of all, weighing with Catskill means you're backed by the Catskill guarantee. Remember, time is money, so get weighed and get going with the Weigh My Truck app. Visit weighmytruck.com to find out more about how this app can revolutionize how you weigh your truck. That's weighmytruck.com.
Protect this accuracy when your truck on a Catskill.
In order to keep your diesel vehicle moving this winter, you need to make sure that you have the products you can trust. How's Diesel Treat has long been the #1 product on the market to prevent gelling. But what if you forget to treat your fuel and find yourself stuck? Reach for How's Diesel Lifeline, the only emergency rescue product available that's 100% alcohol-free, fast-acting, and easy to use. Diesel Lifeline is your security blanket on the road. Visit howsproducts.com.
The St. Christopher Truckers Relief Fund is excited to once again offer our diabetes prevention program. Driving Down Diabetes is a free CDC-approved diabetes prevention program. This year-long program begins January 9th, 2023, with live webinars focusing on nutrition, movement, stress management, and sleep, while receiving encouragement and accountability. It's for those at risk for diabetes only, not for those who have already been diagnosed with diabetes. If you are an over-the-road truck driver with a valid Class A CDL and are wondering if you are at risk for diabetes, go to truckersfund.org and take the risk assessment located under the Health and Wellness tab. Driving Down Diabetes is made possible by Southern Recipe. If you have questions, email Julie at truckersfund.org. Don't let diabetes put the brakes on your career. Sign up today. Again, to sign up and get more info, go to truckersfund.org. truckersfund.org.
Overdrive, decades-running Pride and Polish Custom Truck Beauty Competition this year ran a little later in the truck show season than usual. The virtual competition was scheduled to put a cap on an in-person show season. Overdrive collected dozens of competitive entries in 7 categories, put them all up for an audience vote, and unveiled the winner in an online presentation this fall that you can access at overdriveonline.com. Navigate to the Pride and Polish section. Also there, read profiles of each winner as the weeks go by to close out the year. Again, that's overdriveonline.com.
News Radio 1440 WLWIAM, the home of Sean Hannity, also on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, Alabama, a Cumulus media station. This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Stacy Lynn. In Tokyo, 5 people on board a Coast Guard plane involved in a fiery collision are dead.
News reports say Japan Airlines Flight 516, bound for Tokyo's Haneda Airport from Shin Chitose Airport in Hokkaido, collided with a Coast Guard cargo plane while landing. All of the 379 passengers and crew escaped. The Coast Guard plane was carrying badly needed supplies for earthquake victims in central Japan. Lucy Craft, Hitachi Ota City, Japan.
One of those earthquakes was a powerful 7.5 magnitude that struck yesterday, killing almost 50 people. CBS's Ben Tracy reports.
Roadways buckled and large fires broke out as dozens of buildings collapsed. There have been dozens of aftershocks.
Suddenly, it get pretty strong. So everybody was panicked that time.
Alarms blared as nearly 100,000 people were told to immediately flee to higher ground.
The government issued a major tsunami warning, but it was later downgraded. It was the first major tsunami warning for Japan since the massive quake hit back in 2011, which caused a devastating tsunami, killing thousands. In court in Spain today, the soccer player on the other side of an unwanted kiss by the league's president at the Women's World Cup last year.
Jenny Hermoso gave a brief wave to waiting reporters as she walked into the Madrid courthouse. She's giving her version of the kiss, which Spanish soccer chief Luis Rubiales planted on her lips as her team celebrated their World Cup win. He continues to insist the kiss was consensual, despite having to resign over the incident. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
A deadly fiery crash outside a performing arts center in Rochester, New York. The FBI is investigating it as possible terrorism. Police Chief David Smith.
Once the fire was extinguished, first responders located at least a dozen gasoline canisters in and around the striking vehicle.
2 people were killed, several others injured. Our Astrid Martinez on the influx of migrants arriving at the southern border.
Agents are processing 250,000 new arrivals each month. In December, hitting an all-time high of 300,000 migrants.
What a great start to a new year. For the first time ever, someone hit the Powerball jackpot on New Year's Day.
This is Powerball. We'll start things off tonight with the number 21.
The winning ticket worth about $842 million was sold at a grocery store in Grand Blanc, Michigan, about 60 miles north of Detroit. The next drawing is tomorrow night, by the way. That one is just a measly $20 million. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
If you love them enough to listen to them practice the same song on tuba, please be done. Over and over and over and over and over, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Sounds good, honey.
Check today at NHTSA.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
They want you to change your name. Archie reached up and cut it. Anything come to mind?
Cary Grant.
He was Hollywood's greatest leading man.
Cary Grant is a character. Be very careful about how he's perceived.
Yet few truly knew him.
I have loved a lot of people, and everyone broke my heart.
I'll never let you go, Archie.
Based on the remarkable true story.
You know what's wrong with you?
No, what?
Nothing.
Jason Isaacs is Archie, the man who became Cary Grant. Now streaming only on BritBox.
You're trying to improve your credit score in 2024?
Most Americans are trying to improve their credit this new year, but several obstacles may make for a bumpy ride for their credit score, finds a NerdWallet survey.
About half of Americans incurred credit card debt when shopping last holiday season, and still 31% have not paid off their entire balances.
NerdWallet's Sally French says that can hurt your credit score.
If you don't pay off your credit card by its due date, you start to accrue interest on those outstanding payments. You're also paying late fees.
Stephen Kaufman, CBS News.
Does dry January really work? Many are determined to make this first month of January an entirely sober one. But while 41% of adults tried a dry January last year, only about 16% stuck with it. Experts say, though, skipping the alcohol, even for a short period, can have some big health benefits. A University of Sussex study found you get better sleep, feel more energetic, and some lost weight. Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
If you haven't switched to MediShare, you have 2 big reasons to at least consider it, and why it makes so much sense right now. Number one is to actually save. You can save a lot in one fell swoop if you switch to MediShare. The typical family saves $500 a month. Secondly, your conscience. MediShare members aren't forced to pay for things they don't. That's a big deal for a lot of people right now. They want their money to actually help people. And one more reason, you can trust MediShare. It's been the gold standard for healthcare sharing for more than 30 years. It works. The members love it too. It has double the member satisfaction rating compared to health insurance. So now's a great time to consider making the switch, and they are very easy to talk to. MediShare has great customer service. You can call now and get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number. It's 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Having repairs done in your apartment should never come with strings attached, like being harassed and constantly pressured for sexual favors.
My landlord told me my rent would be free if I gave him something in exchange.
The Fair Housing Act protects you from harassment by anyone associated
That
with your
landlord wants the
housing,
same thing.
including someone making unwelcome sexual advances. If this happens to you, file a complaint with HUD. No strings attached. To learn more, visit HUD.gov/fairhousing. If you fear for your safety, call 911. A public service message from HUD in partnership with the National Fair Housing Alliance. Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
Business owners and professionals face special challenges in divorce court. They have to contend with allegations that they are earning more than they are, coupled with claims on their business or practice itself. Clients with assets depend on their divorce lawyer's skills in these matters.
For matters in Tennessee, visit CordellCordell.com, 200 West Martin Luther King Boulevard, Suite 1000, Chattanooga, Tennessee, 37402. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440. Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, our grief is unique, but you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
Another day with a good deal of sunshine. Temperatures a couple of degrees cooler today, only around 54. Clouds will increase tonight. Temperatures still, though, drop down to 32. I don't expect frost because of the cloud cover. Then we'll be cloudy and very chilly tomorrow. Temperatures will be stuck in the 40s for highs with periods of light rain through the day. Sun is back for Thursday with highs around 55, and we're around 58 on Friday with a good deal of sunshine once again.
That's your First Alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Savory for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking pretty good. No major problems have been reported that would send you on an alternate route. Look for a minor accident East South Boulevard at Woodley in front of Walgreens. Festival Plaza has it all. Enjoy a movie at AFC Festival Plaza Theater, then eat at the Bubbly Hen. All this and more at Festival Plaza, Taylor and Vaughn, of Collier's Managed Development. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Good morning, I'm Bethany Davis in the WSFA 12 newsroom. Alabama Crimson Tide fans waking up this morning with a heartbreaking loss last night. The team fell just a few feet short in a loss in the Rose Bowl, while to Michigan in overtime, the final score 27-20. The Alabama legislature passed a number of laws in its last session, which take effect this week. One of them eliminates overtime tax for hourly employees. It will sunset in 2025 unless lawmakers vote to renew it. Also in effect, the Paid NOAA Act. It requires law enforcement to go through training that will help them interact with people who have certain disorders or sensory issues like stroke, diabetes, autism, dementia, and other neurological problems. Alabama now has the highest flu activity levels in the country. The Alabama Department of Public Health says flu is sending more than 6% of patients to the emergency room. That's your news for this Tuesday morning. I'm Bethany Davis in the WSFA 12 newsroom.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
If you haven't switched to Medishare, you have two big reasons to at least consider it and why it makes so much sense right now. Number one is inflation, which is just affecting everything. It just makes sense to say, okay, where can I actually save? You can save a lot in one fell swoop if you switch to Medishare.
Good morning,
typical family saves
people.
$500 a month. Secondly, your conscience.
A little chilly in here today, but that's okay. We got it under control. We got it.
Big deal.
We got
There's
this.
a lot of people right now. They want their money to actually help people. And one more reason, you can trust Medishare. It's been the gold standard for healthcare sharing for more than 30 years. It works. The members love it too. It has double the member satisfaction rating compared to health insurance. So now's a great time to consider making the switch, and they are very easy to talk to. Medishare has great customer service. You can call now and get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number. It's 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE, 855-51-BIBLE.
Got a sick car or truck? Does your vehicle need some TLC? Now's the time to call the car doctors at Chico's Auto Pros. At Chico's Auto Pros, we'll start with a quick free vehicle inspection to diagnose the problem
and we'll follow up with a plan for getting you back on the road, feeling better, and making sure your vehicle delivers you safely where you need to go. We want to earn your trust and confidence. We only recommend repairs that are absolutely needed. Chico's Auto Pros. Better price, better experience, guaranteed.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
If you haven't switched to MediShare, two big reasons to at least consider it and why it makes so much sense right now. Number one is inflation, which is just affecting everything. It just makes sense to say, okay, where can I actually save? You can save a lot in one fell swoop if you switch to MediShare. The typical family saves $500 a month. Secondly, your conscience. MediShare members aren't forced to pay for things they don't support or believe in. And that's a big deal for a lot of people right now. They want their money to actually help people. And one more reason, you can trust MediShare. It's been the gold standard for healthcare sharing for more than 30 years. It works. The members love it too. It has double the member satisfaction rating compared to health insurance. So now's a great time to consider making the switch, and they are very easy to talk to. MediShare has great customer service. You can call now and get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number. It's 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE, 855-51-BIBLE.
This is Mike Costanza with Chappie's Deli. And Jeff Branco with Chappie's Deli. Mike, let's talk soup. Our homemade chicken and rice soup. Miss Dolly's recipe. It's so good. Anytime, but especially when the weather changes. People come and buy it by the quart when it's cold outside. And chicken and rice soup comboed with a sandwich can't be beat. And it has magical healing properties. Whoa, Jeff, you can't say that on the radio. But Gramps, when we were sick, my Nina would make a batch, and we were fine in no time. Shoot, it will cure anything. Jeff, you can't say that either. How about it almost works like magic and almost cures anything? Jeff. But it worked. Every time she made it, it worked. I promise. Come to any Chappie's Deli location and get Miss Dolly's homemade chicken and rice soup. It's a magic elixir.
Get your magic elixir, aka Miss Dolly's homemade chicken and rice soup at Chappie's Deli, Perry Hill, Prattville, Peppertree, Baptist South Tower, and Auburn. Come fix my home, Bill Bradley.
Come fix my home. You're right away.
My closet's leaking, there's water on the floor. Can't take it one more day. Come fix my home, Bill Bradley. Come fix my home. I know you won't delay. For one flat rate price, I know it will be right. Bill Bradley, won't you please fix my home? Come fix my home, Bill Bradley. Come fix my home. I know you won't delay. For one flat rate price, I know it will be right. Bill Bradley, won't you please fix my home?
He's the voice of the conservative millennial.
Ben Shapiro.
The Ben Shapiro Show, tonight at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it. Sometimes you need to reset.
All right, time to go to work.
Focus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
Oh, yeah. That's how you do it. I forget. And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It is time to rise and shine if you can. It's another day, one more. You're on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. Good morning to you, and welcome to 2024. It is time for our daily bread. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. It is January the 2nd, believe it or not, 2024. Today's daily bread, it reads, "The sun also rises." Our scriptural insight today comes from Ecclesiastes 1, 1 through 11. Our scriptural insight today, Ecclesiastes 1 and 5, which reads, "The sun also rises, and the sun goes down. Govern yourselves accordingly." And again, good morning. It is January the 2nd, 2024. It is a day like all the other days that has never been. And it is a day that once it is gone, it shall never, ever come again. It is a once in a lifetime deal. And once it's gone, you don't get it back. You don't get a do-over. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and do all the things today, to do all the things that you didn't do this day. And you certainly don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done on this day, January the 2nd, 2024. If you've lived a while, you've seen, you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace, mercy, charity, and love of God, we may, I'm not sure, we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do with them? Well, whatever you do what you can, while you can, for as long as you can, for whom you can. Benjamin Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say if that is the standard by which you live life, you'll always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two. We all do. But you're never a failure until you quit. We say give out if you must, rest if you can. But you never, ever, never quit. Never give up. While winners may win a thing or two, losers never win. Quitters never will. There's one thing about it. You cannot win the game unless you're in the game. Don't ever give up. Don't ever quit. Because quitters don't win. And winners, they may lose a thing or two, but they never quit. So don't you. And remember, no matter what happens this day, it is a great day to be alive. Good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine.
Hey there, and welcome to today's encouragement from Our Daily Bread. Our reading titled, "The Sun Also Rises," was written by Tim Gustafson. Ernest Hemingway's first full-length novel features hard-drinking friends who've recently endured World War I. They bear the literal and figurative scars of the war's devastation and try to cope with it via parties, grand adventures, and sleeping around. Always, there is alcohol to numb the pain. No one is happy. Hemingway's title for his book, "The Sun Also Rises," comes straight from the pages of Ecclesiastes. In Ecclesiastes, King Solomon refers to himself as the teacher. He observes, everything is meaningless, and asks, what do people gain from all their labors? Solomon saw how the sun rises and sets. The wind blows to and fro. The rivers flow endlessly into a never satisfied sea. Ultimately, all is forgotten. Both Hemingway and Ecclesiastes confront us with the stark futility of living for this life only. Solomon, however, weaves bright hints of the divine into his book. There is permanence and real hope. Ecclesiastes shows us as we truly are, but it also shows God as he is. Everything God does will endure forever, said Solomon in chapter 3. And therein lies our great hope. For God has given us the gift of his Son, Jesus. Apart from God, We're adrift in an endless, never satisfied sea. Through his risen Son, Jesus, we're reconciled to him, and we discover our meaning, value, and purpose. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verses 1 through 11. The words of the teacher, son of David, king in Jerusalem. Meaningless, meaningless, says the teacher. Utterly meaningless. Everything is meaningless. What do people gain from all their labors, at which they toil under the sun? Generations come and generations go. The earth remains forever. The sun rises and the sun sets, and hurries back to where it rises. The wind blows to the south and turns to the north. Round and round it goes, ever returning on its course. All streams flow into the sea, yet the sea is never full. To the place the streams come from, there they return again. All things are wearisome, more than one can say. The eye never has enough of seeing, nor the ear its fill of hearing. What has been will be again. What has been done will be done again. There is nothing new under the sun. Is there anything of which one can say, look, this is something new? It was here already, long ago. It was here before our time. No one remembers the former generations, and even those yet to come will not be remembered by those who follow them. Let's pray. Father, apart from you, life can seem so overwhelming and just utterly meaningless. Help us to find our complete fulfillment and value and purpose in you and you alone. Thank you, Lord. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thanks for listening today. I'm Stephen Tabor, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
Course. Oh, teach. Who? Airborne. Here we go, all the way, gotta be rough and tough.
Time to rise and shine, people. Holiday's over. Time to go to work. First of all, PT. Gotta do PT.
Down in a mess, all on 90.
We got nothing to eat but a can of beans. Time to rise and shine. The bread was moldy and the meat was bad. Well, you know darn well that you can't eat that. That's right. Time to go to work. Here I go. All the way. Gotta be rough and tough. Airborne. All the way. When I was young, I always wanted to be in the 82nd Airborne, easing the breeze. Now that I'm here, I'm gonna do it right. Jump from an aircraft while in flight.
All the way airborne.
Okay, it's not Monday, it's Tuesday, but it's like a Monday.
On, driving on. All the way airborne, airborne. All the way driving on, driving on. Early one morning in the drizzling rain.
Well, I picked up my parachute and boarded the plane. Jump master said 1 minute to go. Green light leave with a cheering blow.
All the way airborne, airborne.
I let the covers go. It's time to get up. Time to go to work. Got to do it. Got to knock it out. If I'm here, you can be here. Okay, you can't be here, but you got to be someplace.
Here we go.
All the way. Gotta be rough and tough. Airborne. All the way. All right, somebody tell the first sergeant mate to get down there right now. We're the first of the year, but they're not retired yet. Time for PT, baby. PT. Let's get it done. Let's get it. Hard work, hard work, hard work, work, work. Hard work, work. Oh, hard work, work. That's what they say. Hard work, I earn my pay. Hard work, do it every day. I get up about 2:45. they say, hard work, I earn my pay. Right? Hard work, work, and go to paying. Hard work, work, work. Hard work, work. Let's go to work. Woo! I've done this in a while. Hard work, work. Oh yeah. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Hard work, do it every day. Come on. Woo! Hard work, work. Hard work, work on the airplane in the early morning rain. That's what it said. Hard work every day. Hard work, work. 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 I earn my pay. Woo! Okay. Okay. That's enough PT for Tuesday. And now let us pay homage to all of our armed forces of these United States of America, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and Space Force. The jury's still out on Space Force right now because we don't quite know what they do. But maybe before this year is out, we'll get some clue of what they do. Yellow. Yellow. And at the same time, let's give a little shout out to our local, we call them the reserve crew. The Montgomery Sanitation Department. Scrolled outside this morning, I'm telling you. 29 degrees, I was headed in here, so maybe a little ice on the roads out there in some places, but you may want to leave home about 5 minutes early and go about 5 miles slower. I don't want to read about you coming across my desk this morning that you had an accident. So let us be mindful. It's cold outside. So leave a little early, go a little slower. And turn your car on a little early, warm that windshield up, okay? Don't be trying to put water on it while you're going down the road, okay? That don't work. Want to say good morning to the Montgomery Police Department, our local heroes. Good morning to the Montgomery Sheriff Department, all those guys there, Derek Cunningham and the crew, Daryl Abbott and all those guys. Good morning to you. But hey, don't forget the Montgomery Fire Department because, you know, no matter how cold it is, how hot it is, they still go into burning fires. Ooh, what a tough job. And let's pay a little homage to Maxwell and Gunn Air Force Base. After all, this is an Air Force town. Yeah, it is. And last but certainly not least, their motto is Semper Fidelis. But they couldn't pronounce that, so they broke it down to Semper Fi. But whether it's Semper Fidelis or Semper Fi, it means the same thing. Always, always faithful. The United States Marine Corps. I know. I'm still working on my honorary Marine Corps shipness. I'm still working on it. When we come back, we'll have a 5-minute motivational presentation And then we get on with today's show. Good morning to you, Montgomery. It's time to rise and shine.
First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Compassion International.
We've all felt the impact of rising food prices. For families in poverty, they're facing malnutrition and even death. You can feed a family for a month with your $50 donation to Compassion International. Just text the word radio to 97646.
Another day with a good deal of sunshine. Temperatures a couple of degrees cooler today, only around 54. Clouds will increase tonight. Temperatures still, though, drop down to 32. I don't expect frost because of the cloud cover. Then we'll be cloudy and very chilly tomorrow. Temperatures will be stuck in the 40s for highs with periods of light rain through the day. Sun is back for Thursday with highs around 55, and we're around 58 on Friday with a good deal of sunshine once again.
That's your First Alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Savory for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now we're looking pretty good. One minor accident East South Boulevard at Woodley in front of Walgreens. Outside of that, we're looking good. Checking on your traffic flow map. No big backups or slowdowns. That's all good. Traffic still light early this morning. Keep listening. We'll keep you posted. The new Toyotas and Nissans are rolling in at McKinnon Toyota Nissan. Never pay over sticker. You'll be grinning with McKinnon. Exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is Major Delay.
Make sure you're on your best behavior, esports professionals. Riot Games is laying down the law. This week, the developer of League of Legends and Valorant released a new esports global code of conduct that applies to anyone who works for a professional team. The document mainly exists to state that staff and players can't go on strike like the LCS saw earlier this year. Will this stop any potential 2024 esports drama?
The latest esports and gaming news. Find it online at checkpointxp.com.
Oh, not this song again.
Hello, Sarah. Real quick, if you had to choose, would you listen to elevator music all day or deal with payroll compliance?
Payroll compliance for sure.
Wait, really?
Staying compliant is so much easier with Gusto. Gusto automatically calculates my taxes and files with all the right agencies for me.
That actually sounds great.
Hold up, can Gusto help my small business with compliance too? Of course they can.
Choose payroll compliance without the ups and downs. Visit gusto.com/radio to sign up for free.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
If you haven't switched to MediShare yet, two big reasons to at least consider it and why it makes so much sense right now. Number one is inflation, which is just affecting everything. It just makes sense to say, okay, where can I actually save? You can save a lot in one fell swoop if you switch to MediShare. The typical family saves $500 a month. Secondly, your conscience. MediShare members aren't forced to pay for things they don't support or believe in, and that's a big deal for a lot of people right now. They want their money to actually help people. And one more reason, you can trust MediShare. It's been the gold standard for healthcare sharing for more than 30 years. It works, and members love it too. It has double the member satisfaction rating compared to health insurance. So now's a great time to consider making the switch, and they are very easy to talk to. MediShare has great customer service. You can call now and get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number. It's 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE, 855-51-BIBLE.
The U.S. Supreme Court was established on the principles of fairness, dignity, and impartiality, but it's really a mess. I'm Leon Naypock, and I want to tell you about a new show I'm working on called 5 to 4. 9 justices that compose the Supreme Court are not the smartest people in the country.
No.
We are. That's right. Every week, Peter, Rhiannon, and Michael are going to take on a legally dubious Supreme Court decision. Listen and subscribe to 5 to 4, free wherever you get your podcasts, from the Westwood One Podcast Network, where the conversation starts.
This is State Health Officer Dr. Scott Harris, encouraging you to take the Purple Pledge and support the 47 million people worldwide who are living with Alzheimer's disease and other dementias.
The number of Americans living with Alzheimer's is growing at an alarming rate. 10% of people over the age of 65 have the disease, and 2/3 of them are women. New research is making it possible to detect Alzheimer's disease and providing an accurate diagnosis earlier than ever before. This message brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health and this station.
Russell Wilson here. We play 60, United Way in the NFL. Healthy kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Healthy kids.
To get involved, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Donate.
Are you guys going to do that every time?
Yes, of course.
Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Join Sean Hannity Sundays at 3 p.m. for the Encore Show.
Chinese, the Russians, don't fear Joe Biden.
On News Radio 1440.
If you're going through a tough time, listen to this. In the next few moments, I want to share with you the reasons why you must remain resolute and keep going. You've probably heard this before, that tough times don't last forever, but tough people do. That held true when you first heard it, and it still holds true today. There will come a time in your life where you may cry and feel like your soul is dying. Those days when you struggle, want to give up, and don't want to face the world. These are the days that define you. Don't quit. Difficulties come to make you strong, but that's only when you make a decision to go on, and you stand by it. Abraham Lincoln said, "I'm not concerned that you have fallen. I'm concerned that you will rise." Giving up is human nature brought about by fear. Fear of, what if I fail? And try, and then fail again. Wouldn't it just be easier to just quit? But here is what is wrong with that. When you give in to that fear, you sentence yourself to a lifetime of failure. A lifetime of regret, a situation where you lose faith in yourself and in humanity. Don't do that to yourself. You must understand that difficult times will come. There's absolutely nothing you can do about that. What you can do, however, is decide what you're going to do with the times. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. So, you must decide to make a commitment to face it and deal with it. Because at the end of pain is success. Name what it is that is holding you back. It may be fear, it may be procrastination, a relationship, self-doubt, or even depression. Whatever it is, identify it. You know you can if you think deeply about it. Now, write it down. This will put into perspective what you have to deal with. The big picture of your life will begin to become clear when you start paying attention to the tiniest details. Start with identifying what is holding you back. Next, you have to let go of your anger and hate from the past. This is to help you heal yourself. You cannot be happy and productive if you hold on to old hurts. Let go of relationships and situations that are out of your control. Don't try to force it. You'll only end up hurting yourself some more. Your mental health is important as it guides every other aspect of your life. Your physical life, your spiritual life. They all become better when you maintain a healthy mental state. Let go of your past hurt. What is it that you want out of life? What is it? We all want something. What is yours? Visualize that thing you deeply want, and now ask yourself, how can I get it? When you visualize success against your fears, your mind starts subconsciously building the will and the skills you'll need to achieve the results. When you know and can visualize what it is you want, you have to prepare for it. You have to think long term and then educate yourself. But more importantly, you have to practice. Practice and prepare for the steps that are to come in achieving your goals. Chances are you're not going to be lucky or win the lottery.
But if you work hard and you never give up, then you will succeed. It was Thomas Jefferson who said, I find that the harder I work, the more luck I seem to have. Put in the work, and you can be guaranteed that you will have a breakthrough from that situation you're dealing with. And if ever you fail, dust yourself off and try again. In the 1920s, when a journalist asked Thomas Edison how it felt to fail 1,000 times in his attempt to invent the incandescent light bulb, he replied, I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps. That is the strength of willpower and the desire to never quit when failing. What is amazing is that there exists that phenomenal willpower in every single human. Only you can harness it. In life, you can go at it alone, or you can go at it with companionship. There's an old African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So don't be afraid to get help when necessary, and always have a positive attitude. When everything seems to be going against you, remember that an airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. So it is with life. For you to soar high into the sky, you have to move against resistance and the naysayers. It is what fortifies you and makes you strong. And one day, you'll tell someone how you got out of what you are currently going through, and they use it as a survival guide for their own journey. Some challenges you face in life aren't just for you, but also for those who are coming behind you. When you feel like giving up, just remember that there are a lot of people you still have to prove wrong. But more importantly, remember you are doing this for yourself. I'm not going to tell you it will be all easy, but I am telling you it is going to be all worth it.
It is going to be all worth it. It's not what happens to you in life, but how you respond to it. Good morning to you. It is time for the word of the day and the lessons of life today. That's our attempt to give you a little wisdom based on our own experiences in life, and maybe it may help you, and maybe it won't. I'm not really sure at the moment, but we are going to put it out there anyway. It is 6:43 in the morning in Montgomery, Alabama. Right now, my mother would never believe I actually have lasted this long in Alabama. She never would believe it. Don't ask me why that is. I don't know. Being from Mississippi, she never would. She'd be surprised. I was in Alabama right now, this close to Mississippi. Anyway, good morning to you. It is a great day, of course, to be alive. The word of the day means, or it is a statement that either does not logically follow from or as not clearly related to what you have previously said. In other words, let me get that together. The definition of this word is a statement that either does not logically follow form or is not clearly related to what was previously said. Now, this is how politicians, and you're going to hear a lot of this coming up in the next month or so, because people are going to talk to you like you're an idiot and like you didn't understand what he just said because he didn't understand what he just said. But what do we call that? It is a non sequitur. Okay, non sequitur. NONSEQUITUR. A non sequitur. And it is a statement that either does not logically follow from what was not clearly related or what was previously said. Now, non sequitur, okay? In other words, I tell you that it's fitting to rain, and then you tell me what it's like to be on a cruise. Well, what's that got to do with rain? So I'm just saying it is a statement that is, shall we say, well, it doesn't make sense. Okay, just to put it just to put it in regular words. It's something that somebody said that for the life of you, you can't figure out what the hell they just said. Okay. Anyway, so what is the lessons of life today? Lessons of life are things that we go through in our lives that make us better. We hope they make us better. Some people doesn't make it better, but we hope that it is something that you can learn from. Okay, so it is a great day to be alive. Never regret a day in your life. Good days give you happiness. Bad days give you experience. Worst days give you lessons. And the best days give us hope. So every day of your life, it's like everybody that you meet, okay? Everybody that you meet, whether good, bad, indifferent, doesn't matter. Everybody that you meet teaches you something about who you are. Okay? Well, each day is the same way. And you never regret one of those days in your life. Good days give happiness, bad days give experiences, and worst days give lessons. But the bad days, if you think about it, give us hope. So never give up. Take each day for what it's worth and do the best you can. But the thing you don't do is you don't quit. Anyway, good morning to you. It is January the 2nd. What are some of the things that have happened on this day? Well, it is the birthday of Isaac Esther, how do you pronounce this guy's name? Asimov and Tommy Morrison. The demise of the guy named Gucci, reclamation of Grenada by Spain, the capture of Calcutta by Robert Clive, and the establishment of the Bharat Ratna and the Panda Vanulusumam. However else you want to explain that, pronounce that, I don't know. But that's the best I can do this morning. It is the second day of, it is 2 January. And here comes some new resolutions, whether it's working out or not, learning to a new language or pursuing your new dreams. Most people have made their New Year's resolutions by now. Hopefully, they also include expanding one's general knowledge. So today is January the 2nd. The date does not evoke any memorable happenings, but January 2nd is an important day in world history. Okay, from the births of people to the dying of the same. On this day in 1942, Grenada was reclaimed by Ferdinand L. Aragon and Isabella the First of the Castile and Muhammad the 12th after centuries of Muslim rule. In 1570, Russian Tsar Ivan the Terrible's march to Novgorod began. In 1757, Robert Clive recaptured the city of Calcutta. In 1906, American singer Willis Carrier obtained the patent for the world's first air conditioner. We don't need one today. In 1935, the trial of the century began. The 1415 trial of the century began in New Jersey involving Bruno Hauptmann, accused of kidnapping and murdering the infant son of American aviator Charles A. Lindbergh. In 1954, India's highest civil awards, the Bharat Ratna and the Padma Vishbhushan, or close to it, was established. I probably got that word all messed up. Somebody will tell me about it. 1967, American actor turned Republican politician Ronald Reagan was sworn in as the governor of California. In 1981, one of the UK's largest manhunt began an end to the arrest of Peter Sutcliffe, also known as the Yorkshire Ripper. In 2004, NASA's spacecraft Stardust collected dust grain from the comet Wow-2, which was later identified to contain the essential amino acid glycine. Okay, they learned all that in space, huh? On sports today, in 1957, Gene Fullmer defeated Sugar Ray Robinson in a 15-round unanimous decision to win the world middleweight boxing title. In 1992, Australian cricket legend Shane Warne made his first debut in a match against India. In arts and culture events like that, I don't really get into that too much, but we'll talk about it. In 1843, composer Richard Wagner's iconic opera, The Flying Dutchman, premiered in Dresden. In 1983, an American jazz icon, Duke Ellington, musical Sophisticated Ladies, closed at La Fontaine in New York City after 767 performances. World Introvert Day, January 2nd, is celebrated as the world's introvert day to understand and appreciate the people who are introverts like my son. He don't talk to nobody, really talks to me. Okay? Now, in 1950, I believe this happened on the first, Emil Jennings, German actor who became the first recipient of the Academy Award for Best Actor in his roles of the classic film The Last Command of the Way of All Flesh in 1950. He died. 1953 on this day, the guy who came up with Gucci, he passed away. Let's see, in 2000, on this day, Patrick O'Brien, English author and translator, known for his writings, Sea Adventures like Master and Commander, which was a great movie. He died in 2000. And in 2011, Peter Postlethwaite, English actor, best known for starring in the films The Name of the Father and The Unusual Suspect, he died in 2011. And a few other people. Jimmy Baker, American televangelist, convicted and frauster. He was born in 1939. Okay. Who else was born on the 1st of January? 2nd of January. Todd Haynes, American filmmaker. Oh, in 1968, Cuba Gooding Jr., American actor and Academy Award winner, best known for starring in the acclaimed picture Boys in the Hood and Jerry Maguire. Pretty good actor, as a matter of fact. Now, what are we celebrating today? Well, we are celebrating Hedgehog Day. I don't really know what a hedgehog is. It's one of those games that the kids play on TV. I never know what Sonic or whatever he is. I don't know what he is, but Zarel plays on Emmanuel did, but I don't know what they are. National Bubblegum Day. Kids learned about the value of charity and break the classic no gum rule. So, okay, if you like bubblegum, today is your day to have one. National Tater Tot Day. I do know what a tater tot is. Like a tater tot is like it's kind of like a what do you call those things you get? Hush puppy, but it's got potatoes in it rather than bread. I'm just saying that's what a potato tot is. National Ukulele Day. Now, after living in Honolulu for some time, I know what a ukulele is now. Didn't know what it was before, but they use it a lot over there. Okay. National Wear Red Day. Unless you happen to live in Chicago in the wrong neighborhood, I wouldn't suggest you do that. Okay, don't wear the red thing, especially if you live in Chicago. Okay, but it says put on your reddish dress and paint the city red for a great cause. Unless you live in Chicago. And Rand Day. Prepare for a philosophy lesson because we're not going to talk about the person who introduced objectivism. Yeah, I'm an objectivist. Yeah. Bubblegum Day, already had that one. California Kiwi Fruit Day. Don't know what a kiwi fruit is. It's got a lot of seeds in it. And that's cool, I guess. What is this? Candlemas Day. Many of the faithful bring candles to their churches to be blessed. Crepe Day. Don't really know what a crepe is, but I think it's got eggs in it. Okay, moving right along to other things. Okay, well, hey, those are some of the things that they're celebrating today. We can't, got one more thing. Groundhog. I thought Groundhog Day was next month. Well, we'll see how it works out, okay? Mama Day, we got the National Brennan Day. So if your name is Brendan, then today is your day. National Brown Dog Day. Only brown dogs I really know about German Shepherds, okay? National Catcher's Day, okay? And catchers are one of the most important positions in baseball and softball, okay? Also, if your name happens to be Frank, today is your day. Good morning, Frank. National Heavenly Hash Day. Get your bowls and spoons out. Ready as we celebrate one of the world's most exquisite treats. I don't know what heavenly hash is, but it sounds good. National River Day is today. National Woman's Heart Day. Okay, so pledges to protect a woman's life by protecting her from cardiovascular disease. And Number Day. Every childhood is worth fighting for. Join us in the fight against child abuse. I would totally agree. And Rheumatoid Arthritis Awareness Day. I think if you got it, you know you do. From what I understand, I have a friend, Dr. Paul, who she's a rheumatoid arthritis, and those guys are in such demand. I don't know what you can do about it. Only person I know has got it real bad, Miss Daisy. Whew. I'm glad I don't have it. How my knees doing? Doing pretty good. Understand the rheumatoid arthritis. Understand some of the treatments, the options, and the symptoms and medications that can help you. Self-Renewal Day. Self-Renewal Day is a perfect opportunity for self-care. Join us as we take on the part. Sled Dog Day. Now, if you live in Alaska, you know what that's all about, but you probably don't, so you probably don't know what that's all about. The Record of a Sneeze Day. Fred Ott is recognized as the first man captured sneezing in a legal motion picture. Don't know what sneezing is all about? Okay. Treaty of Guadalupe, Hidalgo. Don't know who that is, but I'm pretty sure that Father Dean can tell me. Okay, now here's one that you got to put. I mean, you got to understand this. And okay, Working Naked Day. Okay, it's harder than we think to work in our most comfortable state and remain productive. Hey, anybody out there, let me know how that works. If you show up today naked at work, let me know how that works out for you. I'm just saying, we put you on the radio. World Wetlands Day, okay? And I think that's about all the days that we have today that we are celebrating. It is 6:57. Go to work naked day today. It's kind of cold to go to work naked today. You might want to hold off on that one until a couple of days from now when it warms up a little bit, or maybe hold that one until the summer. Okay, or at least the spring. I wonder would anybody actually show up for work naked? I mean, has that actually ever been done? Okay, I don't. No, I don't. Okay, unless you work in a nude colony, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying you might want. We may not want to. We may not want to try that one. You know. Yeah, we may not want to. Yeah, we may not. We might want to leave that one alone. Anyway, at 6:24 in the morning, it's time to rise at 6:58. I'll take a break, and we'll be back. It's a Tuesday morning. I thought it was a Monday, but it's a Tuesday morning. What am I going to do?
I'm Stacey Lynn. Our top stories are out of Japan. They're flying for their own board Coast Guard plane, died in a crash with another aircraft. Details from CBS's Elizabeth Palmer in Tokyo.
A Japan Airlines A350 Airbus burst into flames as it came into landing at Tokyo's Haneda Airport, which is Japan's busiest. It was just around northern Japan, with 379 passengers and 4 on board. Video from inside the cabin shows relative with no trouble there. Apparently, dramatic pictures on on social media showing evacuation crews ignoring people escaping and then running for their lives.
And that plane was carrying aid for the deadly earthquake that struck yesterday. Local bears are calling the quake devastation that has leveled their towns catastrophic. Forests of houses flattened and shortages of food, fuel, and water. Recent back, CBS News, Hitachi Ota City, Japan. The crash that killed two outside a theater in Rochester, New York, is being investigated by the FBI as positive terrorism. Elaine Piano continues the discovery of the safety into the FBI's growing investigation and CBS News reported terrorism may be a possibility in an incident is being investigated. A Colorado mother accused of murdering two of her children. Investigator in London, 35-year-old Kimberly Singer appeared at an extradition hearing here in London yesterday. The Colorado faces multiple murder and assault charges over the deaths last month of her 9-year-old daughter and 7-year-old son, and the wounding of her 11-year-old daughter. Well, Hispanic Press, a lawsuit tells us hundreds of people with ties to Jeffrey Epstein could be exposed today. The documents contain the names of more than 150 people with ties to Jeffrey Epstein could be revealed as early as today. They're expected to contain the names of former Epstein employees, sex abuse and others, and several. If you have old 1996 calendars stashed away, you can use the wrong this year. 2024's dates align identically with those from 1996. Both years beginning on Monday, and 1996 was a leap year with 366 days, just like 2024 is. And most popular calendars from 1996 have to do with the most popular TV shows then, Home Improvement, and we're going to big bucks on eBay now. Pam Anderson is Lisa on Tooltime. Her calendar is going for 150 bucks. Debbie Dunning, who played full-time role Heidi on the show, was selling 4 calendars on TikTok. This is the News.
People, why are we going to parts? Oh, your car carried easy. With the parts people that use fast. And the professional parts people are O'Reilly Auto Parts. This is Scott Trout put on for a lot of great dads out there. Sometimes those dads get divorced. For more than 30 years, he represented men in divorce, comparing the pitfalls of the difficult finances or following the family relationship. Every situation is different. Our goal is to get the best outcome for you and your family. Set up a consultation and take the first step. For Adams in Tennessee, visit Cordell, Suite 1000, Chattanooga, Tennessee, 3740 for representation of the Department of Legal Services. You can perform this work within the Department of Legal Services.
They want you to change your name or change what we call it. Anything come to mind?
Cary Grant.
He was Hollywood's greatest leading man.
Cary Grant is a character. Be very careful about how he's perceived.
You knew him.
I have loved a lot of people, and everyone's good enough.
Based on a remarkable true story. Nathan Isaac is not to the and Cary Grant streaming over one. Big loss for Ben Oswald, #1 Michigan beats #4 Alabama 25-20 in overtime to the national title game. The will play for their school's first national title since 1997. Michigan fans can't wait. Hey, like played so hard. College football championship January 8th. Jennifer Piper, CBS News. Reese's is getting hit with a lawsuit for being too cute. In the Reese's Halloween candy suit, Cynthia Kelly of Florida says the packaging was misleading, showing cute jack-o'-lantern eyes and mouths on the chocolate peanut butter pumpkins, but the candy actually looked like an uncarved pumpkin. She's suing Hershey for $5 million. The federal class action lawsuit argues Hershey violated Florida's consumer protection laws by omitting label designs. Stacey Lemon, CBS News.
No strings attached. That's fair. Safety. Message from her. Partnership. CPA. Joe. Our national technology. services performed by other lawyers.
Good morning, Alabama. How'd you sleep last night?
Hey, folks, this is Cody in Camden, inviting you to shop with us during our free inventory sale. $400 off the homegrown collection. Nice Wing mattress, $4.99. 20% off the select formal. King-size mattress for $5.99. We've got a sale in town. Real store wide for interest-free finance.
Well, got you get very nice sleep.
One shop is the best purchase for within reason. Handmade solid wood furniture, factory direct price. How can we sell so cheap? We have over 4,500 in stock available for decent pickup or having delivered.
He's smart, witty, and fast on the draw. It's Mark Mahoney this afternoon at 5 p.m. on News Radio 1440. And info and your favorite talk show, all on your smartphone speaker. News Radio 1440.
So, do we start playing Christmas music now, or how does that work? I mean, I thought it was like 12 days of Christmas. So 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I guess we like the 12 days of Christmas last till what, the 6th of January or something like that? Yeah, something like that. Okay. So it's okay to play Christmas music until the 6th, the end of the week. Yeah, we got to get motivated here. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Hope this day finds you well. It seemed as though we couldn't get out of the year without having at least one more person killed. Don't know what that's all about, but hopefully our city resolution will be not shoot people. Don't know what that's all about. Somebody said the mayor went to the game last night, California. Hey, right on. I mean, let him represent the capital city. I mean, that's good. That. Listen, everything the mayor does is not bad. You don't have to report everything. The man can get on the airplane if he wants to pay for it and go wherever he wants to go. Okay, Longshore went out there, as a matter of fact, from up here. So, nobody offered me a ticket. But I wouldn't let anyone. I don't like airplanes. I just don't get on. I have a hard enough time driving a car down the highway. Yeah. Anyway, 860-1440 is the number here. You want to, anybody see what happened over in Japan? A plane, and nobody was, well, but nobody on the plane. A plane crashes into a Coast Guard jet and explodes before 379 people are rescued. So, one good thing about that was yesterday's miracle. One of the miracles in the world yesterday. Man, I don't like airplanes. I'm telling you, I don't understand the science of it. All that big old metal going through the sky and people can't say they can't see it. Come on, man. Now, give me a parachute, throw me out the door, and I'm good. Because I don't have a parachute, I'm not getting it. I'm gonna go there. Anyway, let me see who this is. Good morning, who's this? Yes, Mr. Ed. Happy New Year to you too. Mm-hmm. Well, I can't say that I have, but I'm sure it's true. So that's what they say. That's what they say. I said that is what they say. But no, you don't know where people are going. Only God knows what that person is doing. You don't know everybody's story. You don't know what relationship they have with God or not. You don't know that. I'm just saying you don't know their relationship with God. You have no idea. Yeah, and that's fine. But the only person that you know, the only person that you can be 100% sure of, and maybe 99.9% sure, is you. You can't tell everybody else where anybody else is going. Yeah, yeah, I hear you. Okay. Well, which Bible? Which one? Which Bible? Which which Bible? I got a bunch of them. I got one. I think I looked at about 14 or 15 different ones. Okay. Uh-uh. Okay. That's not in the Bible. I merely gave you my opinion based on man's performance. Okay. And of course, you don't think I read the Bible. I read the Bible all the time. No, no, you and I have a different. You and I have a different opinion of the interpretation. Then they are fools like you. Then, if you believe that, they're fools like you. If you believe that, you're a fool. And I don't live. And normally I don't listen to fools, but I'm giving you this opportunity to show that you are one. You don't know what I read. I mean, you don't know what I read, what my understanding is, or anything like that. That's when you start the year off wrong. You start the year off wrong. I'm trying to be nice to you. I'm trying to be nice to you. I really am. Okay. So don't make me angry. Don't anger me today. I'm trying to be nice. First day of the year, I'm trying to be nice. I don't need you to. But anyway, listen. We have had a good conversation. Also, I'm hanging up on you now, so we leave it quick. I don't already let you think too much. What? Don't put yourself on that type of pedestal. Yeah. Nobody hates you. Don't give yourself that much power. Okay, yeah, nobody hates you. You are somewhat. Um, I don't know. I can't even come up with the right word now. But anyway, good morning to you. There's a new Alabama law to come into effect as of yesterday. The new year will bring some new laws into effect for Alabama. The legislation passed by lawmakers and recently signed into law by Governor Kayali cover a wide range of issues. One of these issues, I do believe, is going to make it even more challenging for our police department to do a job right now. It's already tough to do. So we'll get to that in a second. Among those was the piece of legislation that removes the state tax on overtime pay. Which I'm okay with that. Previously, hourly and overtime wages were taxed at 5%. The new law will sunset in 2025. So in other words, we got a law for a year. Okay, well, these lawmakers renew it. So it's a yearly thing. I guess they're going to wait to see how much money they need before they decide to get it back. Alabamians have never been afraid of hard work. The guy I said when she signed the bill in November, when opportunities and sometimes challenges are presented, the citizens of our state roll up their sleeves and get the job done. Now, Monday can affect that because if Alabama last night had won, we wouldn't have been at work. Okay, on the national game day, we wouldn't have showed up for it. We rolled up our sleeves and we work hard, but don't let the tide be on TV when we go to watch that game. I'm just saying that's probably the only thing that I know of that the majority of Alabama will agree on. If the tide is on TV running the national championship, and we stay at home that night. We're gonna use a sick day that night. I'm just saying. We do work hard, okay? That's true too. Anyway, what else to say about this? Another new law, which is one I'm not so sure about, requires law enforcement to receive training on how to interact with citizens who are sensory needs or disabilities. The requirement involves officers being certified by the Alabama Peace Officer Standards and Training, otherwise known as APOC, to undergo a 1-hour training course, which would be in addition to continuing education and also required by law. Really, isn't that why we have ambulances and people like that? That I'm telling you what's going to happen. Some police officer is going to be trying to do his very best to save somebody, and it's not going to work out. And you know what's going to happen then? Everybody's going to go to get a lawyer, and now they're going to sue the police officer and the police force. I think the very best they ought to do is make sure that the ambulances or people like that are en route. So now we're going to turn our policemen to EMTs. I'm just telling you, that is not a good thing. We've done without it all this time. I mean, somebody is going to get sued, okay? And some ambulance chasing lawyer is going to be there. The police station, and the police officer going to do his doggone best to help you. But Lord have mercy, let him not be perfect. And what's going to happen? It's going to get sued. I don't know. Yeah, I think we better call the ambulance and EMTs and the paramedics as we en route to the place and not try to work on these people ourselves. It's all right to be a good Samaritan, but good Samaritans get sued also. Okay, I don't think this, and if some police were to tell you, they would agree with me. They couldn't say it, but they would agree with me. It's my job to get out there and try to catch the bad guy that kind of destroy the property and lives. I'm not an EMT, and I'm not. And that's another thing. Are we going to pay them more for being able? I mean, we're already not paying that much to do it. We're going to pay the policemen more for being able to become food certified EMT or whatever it is to neutralize emergency response to a particular situation on the ground. Now, are we going to pay them more? So all they're going to do now is make us have even less police. Because the minute a police officer gets charged with negligence or something like that, or not doing his very best, and then not me, brother. I'm gonna leave that to the medical professional. I'm a police officer. I'm not a medic. Okay? I'm not an EMT. So I think this is a bad deal. Okay, yeah. Another new law will require law enforcement to receive training throughout century means other discipline. I mean, Earth. Job. Alabama will now redefine penalties for illegal voting as simply voting violations, which are similar to traffic citations. I guess somebody big time with a boat got charged or something, and now they're just going to make sure they just don't call it a voting violation. I don't know exactly what that means, but it's going to be like a traffic ticket. Okay. Alabama also, and the adoption process will be streamlined in an effort to cut down on court cases. Well, it's about time. I got some yesterday. I know some yesterday from some other time. So, what is happening to you? And what we are seeing, there are a bunch of women who are just giving their children to their moms. Let them raise them. I mean, what makes you think that after raising you, they have to raise their grandkids too? I mean, seriously, I mean, that'll make sure you take the birth control pill for the rest of your life. If you can't handle your responsibility, that 15 minutes of pain, hey, it's a tough job, but somebody got to do it. But there's so many people making their grandparents the custodial parents of their children. I mean, and that seems to be where we're going now. Nobody has responsibility. Nobody wants to do it. Hey, listen, it was your 15 minutes of fun. I put that on your mom. Not me, brother. Anyway, I wish Emmanuel would say, hey, here the grandkids, you can have them. Oh, watch out. I don't know. That's why I talked to Stephen about how that happens. So we make sure well, I can't make sure those things don't happen, but I would make a bad grandparent. I'm just telling you. A custodian one? No. I would be calling DHR. Okay, first of all, if I'm going to take care of your kid, it's because you in jail. Okay, not walking around the street having a good time, having a hokey dory time with all your fellow buddies and stuff. No. If I got your grandkids, you in jail. Other than that, no. And if you're on drugs, you need to be in jail till you're sober. I'm just saying, we might want to rethink that situation right there. Anyway, it is 7:24 in the morning. Got to take a first break, and we shall return after this.
Another day, we feel a high temperatures a couple of degrees cooler today, only around 54 clouds with and clouds and will be cloudy and very chilly tomorrow. Temperatures will be stuck in the 40s for high temperatures today. Sun is back for Thursday and high around. That's first third forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Avery.
Montgomery skywalk traffic brought to you
by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven. Radio 40. Radio 1440 from the comfort of your car seat, the comfort of your desk chair, or the comfort of your recliner at home. We are everywhere on the radio, online, and on your smart home speaker. Radio 1440.
Being a part of the team always feels good. Go for it. Don't even hesitate. For more than a decade, they've seen baseball players not compete. I would actually improve on you get what you do, how much you could change someone's life. That's it. Just try it. Just go not at that.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking. I talked to my doctors and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first eating was key.
I kept on trying. Learn something each time.
Do whatever it takes, no matter how many times it takes. We did it, except for you.
The free alcohol donated to I think it's from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
My mother did. I was tired all the time. I started having asthma.
You'll always know what's causing it.
It was always I was reacting to
Let's talk about anything from punishment. That's it. One time out of the way, when the post that you're outside, you need to be aware of the diseases making care to protect yourself and the people you need. Prevention is key in safeguarding against tick-borne needle-borne diseases. And what you can look and take contact with you or your family police for is the website at alabama.gov. Again, these are the risks at alabama.gov.
Hi, I'm Dr. Anita Campbell. The American only during the day and limited to those, including from the passenger. Finally, make sure your team knows it is never okay to text and drive. For a sample driving agreement for teens, visit healthychildren.org.
Take News Radio 1440 with you everywhere on your AM dial at 1440. 5.1 HD3 on FM through a app on the App Store or through your smart home device.
Okay, we're back. Where's everybody at? I mean, you guys should be, y'all should be up and about this morning, all motivated and ready to talk about something. Okay, I'm just saying, y'all might want to get motivated this morning or something. I don't know. Y'all don't seem like y'all too motivated this morning. And shame on you folks for not wanting to hold the, what's that thing that the Salvation Army people do? Yeah. Let me digress. Because Yesterday we had the Lacey Board Parade, which is outstanding, better than it has been. I got there really late, so they didn't look at me anymore. I was there, but I was there. But there were so many people that were out there, big stars, and I wasn't one of those. So I kind of got lost in the shuffle there. But again, what a great thing to have on the first of the month, first of the year. It's always been great, and thanks to all the people that participated in it, and all those that kept order, the Montgomery Sheriff Department, the Montgomery City Fire Department, the Montgomery Police Department, and like the mayor and everybody else. And I didn't see too many white people out there. That kind of disappoints me sometimes. That disappoints me because come on, y'all want to bring the whole city together. I mean, it hurt you, man. Like that. Just come on. As a matter of fact, it's probably one of the most cordial, inviting environments that you'll run into. I'm just saying. So, if we all live to see 2025, then we have the white folks come out and enjoy the food with us, like our brothers and us. I'm just saying. We're not going to do it. I mean, it's 2 or 3, but that's about it. Come on now. So what we're going to do is get the mayor to invite everybody out to the Lacey Board Parade and open invitation. To, we've done that for years. Come on now. Come on, white people. We love you too. Come on out and join the parade. Anyway, I want to say good morning to, I don't know, is the mayor back yet? I know he had to. So, whatever that thing was played last night. I ain't getting on airplane. I'm sorry. No, I'm not getting on airplane. Okay, call me Lewis, whatever you want to. I'll drive, and even that's dangerous. There's a lot of money to be made on the other end of the flight. Good morning, who's this? Hello. Happy New Year. Okay. Not the Lord, that's a new law. It gives the police, it will require law enforcement to receive training on how to interact with citizens who have sensitive. Exactly, but the minute the requirements involve let me tell you what it is. The requirement involves officers being certified by the element by post to undergo a 1-hour training course, which will, in addition to continuing education. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. And the minute they get involved with it, okay, and the minute that oh, well, okay. Well, they may be covered about that then. Yeah. You must have 30 jumps. I know that was one of them. I don't know what it is now. But you got to have at least a minimum of 30 jumps. I had 30. No, I never got the. Because somebody bought me a hat, and I. Okay. What And we also listen. We also have people wearing military regalia on the streets of Montgomery that have never been in. I don't care. I never said one time I was a senior, although I am, but I never went to the court. So whatever. Is there nothing to do with that? I didn't think so. Good morning. Just mad because I was with General Flynn. You know. Come on. You too. Mm. Yeah. 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 That is a waste. Mm.
before Christmas, right after I left you, I guess I was in the bed for the next few days, week through Christmas 6, but we appreciate you. And I like to say that I constantly commented on the parade while we said that parade.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Hey, appreciate it. Mm-hmm. It is 7:38 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Morning. You too. Mm-hmm. Mm.
Actual one was Udell. We see a top. I'm probably top somewhere back there.
Yep. Way back there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you have to please the name of your citizen to get up front.
Steve Simpson, I had no money. Sacrifice. That's right. That's right. Mm-hmm. 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 Not I just watched the second half of the Alabama game. But, I never watched the whole game. Oh, no, I didn't know that. Well, yeah. I think so. But now somebody just sent me, somebody just sent me a text. Okay, it's just let me get this right. All year long, you talk about how bad white folks are, and then you say, "Come to our parade." Mm. Mm. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yeah. I appreciate it. I'd like to go on to, I got something I'll bring that next up. What about the Nuremberg trial as it relates to the killings in the prison of Alabama? If you don't know anything about the Nuremberg trial, do a little quick research there. You'll see all it is. We'll be back.
So, the microscope, look, you're sailing good. You can see the 50% of select mattresses. Plus, for a free gift for this on hard mattresses. Here's a better space and free mattresses. The better prices matter. And next, you'll find yours.
you by on News Radio.
Also, Troy Highway and Trumpton Road. Well, so all the things. What is all about YouTube.
Cancer prevention work. It seems like every year someone is sick. This year, compared to years like Nigeria, Holland, yes, terms with doctor care. The doctor's doctors forward pressure saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril. The mind viruses, dust, and other airborne particles. All the stuff that gets trapped in your nose, making you miserable. Don't get caught empty-handed this winter. Get Navage, the drug-free solution that helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Even better. Listen to News Radio 1440. Good morning.
Everybody's beautiful. No way. Okay, now. It's 7:50 in the morning. It's about 10 minutes to the hour of 8 o'clock. So if you got something you think is interesting to say or something you want to pass on to the audience in Montgomery, but I'm going to give the correlation between Nuremberg, the trial at Nuremberg, and Alabama State Prisons. Yeah, all of an interesting comparison. Oh, yeah. You know, I'm a student of history, at least some part of it. Anyway, let's go back to phones. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning. I believe 75. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Lived there for a while. Yeah. 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 Kind of big. Mm-hmm. Well, that's an interesting question because I've often asked myself, we are surrounded by at least 7 colleges and universities in the city of Montgomery. You would think that the sociology department would be able to lend a hand in trying to figure out why it is that we seem to have this problem of homicide in Montgomery. If the college courses are worth anything, you know what I'm saying? So we're surrounded by them. We got AUM, we got Faulkner, we got Alabama State University, we got a bunch of them, and nobody seems to can come up. So is all this college rigmarole a waste of time and effort, or are we just charging people to show up? Because isn't that what they do? It is the study of society. Mhm. Right. Which has been a source of manipulation sometimes. Yes. Yeah, I'm just saying. Mhm. You too. You too. I'm pretty sure we'll be talking some more as the year goes, like most of them do. It is 7:55 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Not much. I couldn't tell you. As long as your name ain't as long as her name is not Elkins, I can't really get worried about it. That's up to some other daddy. Another man. Yeah, yeah. I think we need to do a much severe job at punishing men who are not involved with their children's lives. And if the mama don't know who the daddy is, she ought to go to jail. Okay, I, this is crazy. That all these boys walk around without no discipline whatsoever. Yeah. Okay. Well, if she gets pregnant, she better have the Social Security number of the guy who did it. Because we, again, okay, and again, well, we can't solve all the problems, but we can do a better, yeah, we can do a better job of what we're doing. Yeah. Mhm. I enjoy it every year. Yeah. Did you see my car? Did you? No, I wasn't in the parade, but I was supposed to be. Yeah, yeah. You know, you can't please everybody. The man just got off work. Okay. I all right. Well, somebody will take that under advisement. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Hey, Mrs. Z. I don't. Can I put you on hold for a second? I forgot. I didn't look at the clock. I gotta go. Okay. I'll do it. We'll be back after this.
SFA 12 News Update on News Radio 1440.
Good morning. I'm Bethany Davis in the WSFA 12 newsroom. Alabama Crimson Tide fans waking up this morning with a heartbreaking loss last night. The team fell just a few feet short in a loss in the Rose Bowl, falling to Michigan in overtime. The final score 27-20. The Alabama legislature passed a number of laws in its last session, which take effect this week. One of them eliminates overtime tax for hourly employees. It will sunset in 2025 unless lawmakers vote to renew it. Also in effect, the Paid NOAA Act. It requires law enforcement to go through training that will help them interact with people who have certain disorders or sensory issues like stroke, diabetes, autism, dementia, and other neurological problems. Alabama now has the highest flu activity levels in the country. The Alabama Department of Public Health says flu is sending more than 6% of patients to the emergency room. That's your news for this Tuesday morning. I'm Bethany Davis in the WSFA 12 newsroom.
News Radio 1440 is WLWI AM and 95.1 HD3 FM of Montgomery, a Cumulus media station.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Stacy Lynn. 5 people on board a Coast Guard plane were killed when it collided with a Japan Airlines aircraft. CBS's Elizabeth Palmer in Tokyo.
Dramatic pictures on social media show evacuation chutes deployed and people escaping and then running for their lives. Incredibly, Japan Airlines says all the passengers and crew are safe. It appears that the jet collided with a much smaller plane belonging to Japan's Coast Guard, which was on or near the same runway just as the Airbus was landing.
The Coast Guard plane was carrying aid to help with the deadly earthquake yesterday. Aerial shots by Japan's state broadcaster NHK showed a school parking lot with a clear message. Classroom chairs had been arranged to spell SOS. With land access to the remote Noto Peninsula largely severed by the quake, many residents remain trapped under collapsed buildings. And even for those who managed to escape, supplies are running short. CBS News, Hitachi-Oka City, Japan. A deadly fire crash outside a theater in Rochester, New York yesterday. The FBI is investigating it as possible terrorism. David Smith.
Once the fire was extinguished, first responders located at least a dozen gasoline canisters. in and around the special vehicle.
2 people were killed, several others were injured. Oil prices are up. CBS's Vicki Barker with why.
Oil prices have jumped more than 2% this morning. This after Iran rejected calls to end its support for the Houthi rebels who've been attacking Western container ships in the Red Sea. Also driving the increase, the expectation of fresh demand from China.
Russia's hit Ukraine with another massive air attack. Here's CBS's Cammie McCormick.
The air raid sirens in Kiev sounded again overnight, with daylight rescues were underway. Russia has been stepping up its attacks, and Ukraine's foreign minister is calling on the West to speed up the supply of additional air defense systems, missiles, and combat drones.
Did you see any movies during the long holiday weekend?
How do you do it? I'll make it chocolate, of course. How do you like it? Dark, white, nutty, absolutely safe.
All of the above. Wonka was huge, leading the way, bringing in $29.5 million. That helped Hollywood cross the $9 billion mark in ticket sales for 2023. Got a half hour before the first trading day of the new year, and markets are poised to open lower today. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Have you Googled yourself lately? Are there negative posts from an ex-employee or from a former client? Maybe an outdated news article or sensitive personal information about your family? Search engines don't always get it right. For right or wrong, it's your reputation on the line. That's where Reputation Defender by Norton comes in. One of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. Reputation Defender has been fixing people's search results for over 15 years. Their cutting-edge approaches help you to wipe away unwanted information in your search results. They also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, helping you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. Take control with Reputation Defender. You can start by getting your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com or call 800-401-6681 to speak to an expert. That's 800-401-6681.
Well, here comes Gen Alpha.
The oldest of the new generation are about 13. Axios says the youngest will be born this year. The social researcher Mark McCrindle, who came up with the term, tells the news service it will be the largest generation in history, more than 2 billion. The oldest members were born the year the iPad was released. The youngest are being called iPad kids. They're the children of millennials, and research shows they're getting their first smartphones, along with access to TikTok, at about 9 years old. Christopher Cruz, CBS News.
Someone in Michigan is a whole lot richer today.
This is Powerball. We'll start things off tonight with the number 21.
For the first time ever, someone hit the Powerball jackpot on New Year's Day. The winning ticket, worth about $842 million, was sold at a grocery store in Grand Blanc, Michigan, about 60 miles north of Detroit. The next drawing's tomorrow night for a measly $20 million. Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
Imagine having all the money you need for retirement, all the income, every month, guaranteed. That's Secure Future Investor, an indexed annuity tied to growth in the stock market, but without any risk of loss ever. It's guaranteed money for life income, no matter how long you live. Call 888-509-2228. 888-509-2228. Sponsored by GP Agency Inc., Raleigh, North Carolina. Licensed in all states. Performance may vary. Consult with your financial professional before making an investment decision. Paid for by Wesley Financial Group.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-909-4747. 800-909-4747. 800-909-4747.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
If you haven't switched to MediShare, you have 2 big reasons to at least consider it, and why it makes so much sense right now. Number one is inflation, which is just affecting everything. It just makes sense to say, okay, we're going to actually save. You can save a lot in one fell swoop if you switch to MediShare. The typical family saves $500 a month. Secondly, your conscience. Medicare members aren't forced to pay for things they don't support or believe in, and that's a big deal for a lot of people right now. They want their money to actually help people. And one more reason, you can trust Medishare. It's been the gold standard for healthcare sharing for more than 30 years. It works, and members love it too. It has double the member satisfaction rating compared to health insurance. So now's a great time to consider making the switch. They are very easy to talk to. Medishare has great customer service. You can call now and get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number. It's 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE, 855-51-BIBLE.
We all make resolutions this time of year, and let's face it, most of them won't stick. But here's one that's not only easy to keep, but will help you feel healthier all year long. Navage. Navage provides quick, drug-free nasal relief by washing saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril. This time of year, when everyone is sick, Navage helps by sucking out germs, bacteria, and viruses trapped in our noses that cause us to feel miserable. And come allergy season, it does the same with dust, pollen, and other allergens. And unlike medications that can take time to help, if they're effective at all, Navage helps treat congestion symptoms in seconds flat, without drugs. This New Year's, resolve to use drug-free Navage to help you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier all year long. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
At Elkins Credit Union, we believe that banking should be personal, just like the relationships we build with members. Imagine a place where you're not just a credit score, but a valued part of our community. At Guardian, our dedicated team takes the time to listen, understand, and tailor financial solutions that fit your unique needs. From buying a car to saving for college and even starting a small business, we've got you covered. Come experience the Guardian difference and let's achieve your financial goals together. Guardian Credit Union, where you belong. Federally insured by NCUA.
With Kevin Elkins in the morning, Dan Bongino for the midday, and Sean Hannity for your afternoon. It's News Radio 1440 all day. Depend on it.
Okay, where's my headphones at here? There we go. There we go. Turn these things the right way they're supposed to be. I don't know what Mr. C wants, but Mr. C, give me a call back and we'll talk. 860-1440 is the number. I got a text a couple of minutes ago that I found after all of these years being on the radio now. I'm beginning to find more credence to the information that is presented. But I'll get to that in a second here. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. No, I mean, being killed is being killed. Well, again, now, if you ask me if it's kind of hypocritical to uh, highlight one without highlighting the other, you know what? No. Here's what we need to do. We need to find out why. Well, I don't think we do know why. Why do you think why? And even that, and even that, and even that, yeah. Mm-hmm. So don't you find it interesting? And as a black man, the question of why has to be asked. The question has. But I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me. But I'm saying the question has to be asked. Finally, why? Why do we have this? why do we have it? Well, I think in America, I do believe because and again, I'm not one to blame the past, but I do think because of that past, we have not gleaned the importance of our lives. Um, and again, you gotta ask right. You gotta ask a question. Why? But listen, I've been asking the question for a long time. Why? But I tell you what, somebody sent me a text a couple minutes ago, and I'm gonna read the text. And if we can be intellectually honest, I mean seriously, because after 33 years on the radio, listen to the same train of thought since I started. We ain't really. It's gotten worse, not better. Well, you can listen on the radio. It's gonna take a minute to read it. So, but it's well. I'll let you call back and make a comment about it. Yeah. I'll let you do it. Let me take this call right here, then I'll get to it. It's an interesting perspective. Good morning. I'm doing fine. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's coming Saturday on Park. Okay, that's it.
Mm. All right. All right. I appreciate it. Let me take one more before I take the first break, and then we'll come back because this is an issue. Good morning. Good morning. Huh? All righty then. Let me read this, and then we'll come back and we'll have a discussion about what was sent to me. And I find it interesting. Now I must admit I've been pretty much not paying it much attention because I said it's got to be more to it than this. But let's see if this makes any sense. First of all, it starts off Happy New Year. Same issues. I did a report in 2019 telling the public that whenever a city becomes majority black and a black mayor or council takes over, the crime rate goes up, economic potential goes down by design. Crime comes up because of self hate and a lack of respect for blacks in authority. The reduced economic opportunities come from others, whites, Asians, Koreans, Indians, and Latinos, etc., having hate or great dislike of us and disrespect for us, so they band together economically in an effort to keep us economically dependent and suppressed. We will ourselves then by siding with others by default divide and conquer ourselves foolishly. The reduced services like police and trash occur, increased prices for those reduced services, more reporting of and about the same crime done and poverty. Poverty mindset is not money alone. It breeds potential for more crime. And I told interesting perspective. Then he says, not a perspective, it's a report of actual fact. He said, I don't give my perspective. That would take days. I understand. The issue isn't the politician. Well, okay, I agree with some of that. The issue is self worth, value, and respect. If we loved ourselves more, we would and could control the politicians and our own economics. Now, when we come back, anybody wants to chime in on that on that statement there? But I'm beginning to believe there's some to it because we and here's my other problem. Why is it? And I'm only asking the question. If what this young person says on this text is wrong, then why is it that just about every town in America that deals with this kind of violence, it's black folks on black folks? And white folks do crime too. Ain't no doubt about it. But there is something wrong when 13% of the population is accounted for 50% almost of the murders. There's just something wrong with that. And why is it that we have to have these conversations? Now, it happens, as long as you put human beings together, we're going to have conflict. There's no doubt about it. But why is the conflict so overwhelmingly black? Why is that? Our schools, people are trying to get the hell out of them because they're going down. And no matter what Melvin says, I tell you, I maybe the magnet schools are doing a good job. I ain't mad at them. But traditional schools seem to be falling by the wayside. So is this a plan by some unseen hand? is it time we look at that? Because we were having this same conversation year after year after year after year after year, and year after year after year after year, we have the same conversation at the beginning of each year. So is it time we look at a different perspective? Because why is it that black folks are the only people in America that it seems as a collective have these problems more greater than other people do? Okay. So, and I don't believe that bringing in millions of people illegally into our country is going to help that at all. So I don't know. We'll be back right after this.
Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven, on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Family Dollar.
The new year is here. Make it your resolution to shop at Family Dollar this year and see how much you can save. Save even more when you shop with Smart Coupons. Just open the app, clip, and save. Family Dollar, helping you do more.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking pretty good. No major problems or accidents have been reported that would send you on an alternate route. Keep listening. We'll keep you posted. McKinnon Toyota has a great selection of Toyota Camrys, #1 selling car in America, and Toyota Corolla, #1 selling car in the world. You'll be grinning with McKinnon, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Turn up your radio. Here's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
I don't like the city. I hate the city. I think it's an absolute Adam shithole. And it just is. And it's not safe, and it's not secure. And by the way, it's not, especially not a safe place for me. If you're in any other state but New York, and you think it's a big deal to come visit New York, don't. It's a waste of your time.
Well, that's untrue, unless you're coming to the Hannity Town Hall, and therefore you build your vacation around visiting.
People are doing that.
And therefore, we support that trip.
Or if you want some free crack pipes. That's
the term.
And you get free Narcan and free condoms, and you get lubricant as well. And what else were they offering?
3 o'clock. Here we go.
Check out the Sean Hannity radio show later today, right here.
More than 200 fire department jurisdictions trust the Knox entry system to provide secure access to buildings, elevators, and control rooms when seconds matter. Now, businesses, schools, airports, several industrial applications are also using Knox entry to manage controlled access and authorize service activity for critical assets. Now, Knox entry allows you to develop a customized access strategy complete with an audit trail and rapid flexibility. Just go to Knox.com for more information. That's KNOX.com.
Does your current trophy wife want a life insurance policy 3 times the size of your previous mistakes? Relax and call Big Blue, a term provider. Big Blue says if you're in your 50s, even a bit horky, a $1 million term life policy should only cost about $200 to $300 per month. Call Big Blue at 800-529-2856. Remember, Big Blue's like you. He likes trophies too. For affordable life insurance, call 800-529-2856.
Trustworthy, up-to-date, dependable. We're your news station. News Radio 1440.
With all of our life, a career, and trying to build a little bit of wealth, the Brown Ambition podcast with host Mandy and Tiffany the Portuguese to connect. When it comes to financial stuff, gather friends, confidants as you go along who are on the same path as you, because family is amazing, but family is not really understand each other one because they have their separate journeys. So I just feel like the more voices you have, whether it's ours from listening to the podcast, you can be like your big sister or friend. So Brown Ambition, wherever you listen.
This is Jeff Morgan.
Life just stands on
Let's talk about
Got to tell you how you feel.
What's the recipe? Just like Coca-Cola, Colonel Sanders, and my age, it's a secret.
Mike, why don't we give out the
Harry
recipe
Mason.
right now on this commercial?
I don't think that's a good idea.
First, you shred cabbage. Then on a
shit.
Then you add 1 cup of, a pint of, and a teaspoon of. Hey, what's going on?
Well, that's weird.
I knew this thing would come in handy.
Folks, come get your secret recipe slaw at any Chappie's Deli. Mary Hill. Just now, Prattville.
Summertime is coming and gone, and cooler weather is here. Now is a great time to update your exterior living space and lock in a bit of warmth during these cooler months. That's right, not only do we have shades that can help cool your patio, but we have shades that can help keep your patio warm as well. Let our design team at Just Blinds help select just the right look and feel for your space. Schedule an estimate or stop by our showroom in Prattville and let our designers walk you through the very latest and beautiful and affordable options. Get started by visiting gojustblinds.com.
Is your car or truck making a strange sound? Stop by Chico's Auto Pros on Atlanta Highway in Montgomery and let the car doctors at Chico's Auto Pros have a look under the hood. Chico's Auto Pros.
Don't miss Sean Hannity.
Biden incoherently adheres.
This afternoon at 2 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
We are all on trial. 860-1440 number here when you start up talk to the on your mind this morning. How do we change the script? How do we really change the script? And the script has always been since I have been. Let's go back to this. Good morning. Fine, fine. Hmm. And you have to wait. And speaking of school, although the parents play a mega role in your formative years, but if you don't get it at home and you don't get discipline at school, my friend, there's a sale with your number on it. And they may, but you need to right, but you need to be introduced to it in school also. And that's why you send the child home with a stupid parent. Well, and listen, I hear you, but the rest of society, should not suffer because you're an idiot. Yeah. Yeah, but the question is, but again, nobody's answered my question. How in the world can we live in a city surrounded by 7 universities, and they all teach all of these highfalutin disciplines in school, and we do not benefit? And I'm going to get on Robert too about this because he teaches humanities. We got sociology. We do all of this teaching, but the community does not benefit from that teaching. But it don't. But it don't. It takes a parent and a school. Yeah. Is there a law that says you can't say something to anybody's kid anymore? Yeah. Okay. All right. Hey, I got to run. I got some more calls here. But I will we'll get to that more. 8:33 in the morning. Good morning. Yes. Morning. Okay. I appreciate it. Good to be missed. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Hmm. Mm. All right. Appreciate it. It is 8:36 in the morning. And good morning. Who's this? Hmm. But let me ask you, let me ask you a question. I almost agree with just about what you say, except no government ever took a father out of his home. He surrendered. He surrendered that home. That he didn't have to leave. He didn't have to leave. But still, he didn't have to leave though. He didn't have to leave. Okay, so long he left because he wanted to leave. There are a lot of fathers. There are a lot of fathers who came up without all that stuff and took care of their kids. I know, but we're still the right now. No. But again, but well, then again, though, listen, we are still responsible because we stick our thermostat in places it ought not go. We still responsible for that. Only if you right, but only if you surrender to them, though. But you don't have to surrender to the program. You don't have to do it. Yeah. Yeah. And I hear you, but now what? Wait a minute, but listen. What about the strong men? And I'm not saying I'm one. What about the strong men who said, "The hell with that! I'm not taking that. I'll take care of my own kids." Well, the Democrats shoot it down. The Democrats shoot it down. You know, because they to be slaves to them. And if we know that, but if we know that, well, we got more educated people than we ever had, educated black folks than we ever had in the history of America. How come we don't know that? Yeah, there's something there. Well, we thank you, the president. Anyway, anyway, yeah. Sorry, me. I hope she ain't representing all of us. Is that the? Is that the? Well, that's what your president thinks now. Yeah. Matter of fact, he said that. No, we're not. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but we still make up 12% of the population of America and way out of control on the crime. Yeah. Appreciate it. Got to the break. We'll be back after this. What do we do about it? And I hadn't got to that. I hadn't forgot about the Nuremberg trials and Alabama Department of Correction. What do they have in common? We'll be back.
Weather forecast. Major appliances. Let's get an extra 20% off in-store Limits appliances. Valid 12/28/23 through 1/3/24. Select your nearest location mall supplies via cmoors.com for details.
Another day of good deals, sunshine temperatures a couple of degrees cooler
Got
today,
to.
around 54. Clouds will increase tonight. Temperatures still, though, drop down to 32. I don't expect frost because of the cloud cover. Then we'll be cloudy and very chilly. chilly tomorrow. Temperatures are going to be stuck in the 40s for highs with periods of light rain through the day. Sun is back for Thursday with highs around 55, and we're around 58 on Friday with a good deal of sunshine once again.
That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Savory for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Hello, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. Nothing's being reported by the authorities that would send you on an alternate route. Keep listening. We'll keep you posted. Turnham State is now offering new classes, logistics and supply chain management. Registration for spring going on now. Classes start January 8th. Turnham State, today's college for tomorrow's world. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
For 65 years, Guardian Credit Union has been your trusted financial partner. And now we're proud to extend that trust further by introducing Guardian Insurance Services. Whether protecting your home, car, or even your business, we've got the coverage that fits your needs. Our team is here to guide you every step of the way with the personalized service you know and love. Call 334-819-7555 for a free quote today. Guardian Insurance Services, building on 65 years of trust, now safeguarding your future.
Hey, y'all, Lewis at the Captain Oyster Bar. We're over here on that beautiful Alabama River where we cook up fresh seafood for you and keep you a pot of gumbo going so you can stay warm on the inside. We also got a killer ribeye, hamburger, all that you can check out at capitaloysterbar.com or our Facebook page. You can also see about the live music we got coming up. That's right, starting in the middle of January. We've got some great shows lined up. So y'all get down here soon. Come on hungry. We're going to cook you something good, make you happy, and leave with a smile on your face. Boom, chakalaka.
Is your foot pain becoming a hassle? Can't get through a workday without pain? Can't go shopping without limping down the aisles? I'm Dr. Brian Killey, a board-certified podiatrist with specialized training in endoscopic procedures for heel pain and neuromas. Most diagnostic procedures can be performed right in the office, saving you the time and trouble of going from place to place. So don't run around town to fix your feet. Call me at 265-7585 for an appointment. That's 265-7585. Serving Montgomery, Greenville, and surrounding areas for over a decade. Follow us on Facebook or visit us on the web at www.greenvillefootcare.com, where doctors' profiles, directions to the office, hours of operation, and new patient paperwork are all just a click away. You can also find useful information on common foot conditions and services that we provide. I'm Dr. Brian Killey with Greenville Foot Care. Happy feet start here.
No representation is made as to the quality of podiatric services to be performed or as to the expertise of podiatrists performing such services.
Hi, I'm Dr. Shelley Place with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. Food additives can harm children's development and raise the risk of obesity. To lower the risks, choose fresh fruits and vegetables when you can and avoid in the microwave because people like to eat it. When cooking or serving foods, use glass or dishes. For more in your child's healthy, talk with a pediatrician or visit healthy.
This
is State Public Health Veterinarian D. Jones. Rabies vaccination not only protects dogs and cats from the deadly virus, it also reduces the risk to the owners who can unknowingly be exposed by their unvaccinated pets. Help us protect you, your family, and your pet by getting them vaccinated today.
This message brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health and this station.
My muscles ached. I was tired all the time.
My son had a full-blown asthma attack. It came out of nowhere.
The unsettling thing about some symptoms is
I had a fever and these terrible headaches.
you don't always know what's causing them.
It was Lyme disease from a tick bite.
I had West Nile virus from a mosquito. He had a reaction to cockroach allergens.
Threats to your health can come from unexpected places. Get the facts. Visit pestworld.org. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
We've got Chris Pratt mid-mornings, Mark Levin for your drive home, and Ben Shapiro for your evening. It's News Radio 1440 and NewsRadio1440.com.
And we're back. 860-1440, 8:46 in the morning. If you got to be there by 9, if you got to be there by 9 o'clock, you are 0900 hours. You have about 13 minutes by which to arrive. So I hope you make it on time. I'm trying to see who's there. Good morning on there. Thank you. But I saw the same thing. I saw the Mac. I saw Superfly. I mean, I saw the same thing. Mm. Of course, when the NAACP Image Award picked people like some of these rappers who with a past as an image for our young folks, that doesn't help either. But they're all about the money. But I can't blame people for making money though. We got to turn the money down. So I guess that means that we there are people in our society in our group then that's stupid. You know, Washington Carpenter, he said you can't keep a man down unless you're willing to stay down there with him. And so it's greed. It's greed. I mean, yeah. Okay, wait a minute. So what you're telling me then, there's no other group of people in America that are so susceptible to brainwashing like us. Okay, okay, all right, okay. But don't you believe that half the problem is all these excuses that you making? We don't have to go out and shoot each other because they make a movie about it. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Well, that's a different perspective. Good morning. Good morning. Well, no, I can't. I what it was. But I'll get it. Well, I didn't get that deeply into it, but I'll invite him over here. He can on his own thing, not me. I hear it. I hear it. Anybody who writes anything for this show is welcome, more than welcome to come on and present their own case. I'd probably get it wrong anyway. Anyway, it is 8:51 in the morning. If you need to be there by 9 o'clock, you got 9 minutes by which to arrive. Don't forget, it's a little bit chilly outside this morning. There may be some pieces of ice around bridges and things of that nature. So leave home about 5 minutes or 10 minutes early and go about 5 miles slower than you normally go. And you should reach your destination on time. Now, I asked a question a little while ago, and I don't have enough time to get into it now, but we will probably tomorrow or something like that. Good morning. Who's this? No, it's not. They'll be back on tomorrow. I think. Yeah, I'm not sure. They go. Yeah, they go off at 6. Yeah, he's all right. He's as good as I am, but he'll be all right. Okay. Yeah, yeah, come on. Yeah, yeah, he's on. Those guys are on from overnight till 6 o'clock. All right. Anyway, listen, and life is built with a lot of perspectives, and we all can look at the same thing and see it totally different than each other sees it. But we're talking about that. But anyway, over the weekend I was watching the trial in Nuremberg, and the trial in Nuremberg was about uh, what the Nazis did, what Hitler did, and all the things they did. They did it in the name of the law. And I won't forget that Justice Roberts, who soon later became a Supreme Court Justice, Jackson said, "There's a higher law." And the whole trial was about, yes, these may be the laws of your country, but there is a higher law. And I was thinking about the way our people are treated at the Department of Correction, how the murder after murder after murder after murder after beating up each other, having our young folk men beat each other up, kill each other. It is like playtime in a zoo. And I saw some comparisons to the Nuremberg trials. We make excuses for what's happening because it's prison. Well, the Nazis made excuses because they were doing what the law said. So maybe there comes a time when there has to be a tribunal, somebody to judge the people who work at these prisons and judge the leadership of our prisons and tell them there is a higher law. It makes no sense to be going to prison for something crazy and then end up dead, passed around to other prisoners so you can get your 10 pounds of flesh. There's something wrong with the Department of Corrections. And it's not just happening with this governor, it's been that way since I've been here. So is it time that we have a tribunal for the people who are in charge of our prisons? They need to be held accountable for what's going on, the same as we held the Nazis accountable for what they did in World War II. Okay, somebody is accountable. I got videos coming out of prison sent to me of the terrible condition that our prisons are in. We could not put animals in the position that we put our people in prison in. We couldn't. If we did that, somebody would go to jail. So because you're in jail, okay, then we say it's okay because I'm in jail. I don't buy that picture. Again, maybe it's time for a tribunal like the Nuremberg trial and let the state of Alabama know that there's a higher law and that they can do a much better job in what they're doing to safeguard the lives and the person of those people that are stuck in our jails. And that's my editorial for the city. I got to come up with one each other thing now. Good morning, who's this? Yeah. Yeah. Right, you got to pay for it. I appreciate. I'm just running out of time. I got a couple minutes left and give everybody a shot here. Good morning. Good morning. Who's this? Right, doing pretty good. Mhm. Okay. Okay. All right then. Appreciate it. Time is up. Hopefully we'll be back tomorrow.